everybody, welcome to Tucker Newman Coaching. I'm Tucker, and in this video, I want to talk to you about creating more ease in your day. Ease, right? Ease is the opposite of dis-ease. We live in a culture where there's a lot of people with chronic dis-eases. So it's important when we look at our day, because a day is a reflection of our life, that we create more ease in it so we don't have to deal with dis-eases that might come up from our lack of living in alignment and lack of living in balance. So, how do we create more ease in our day? Well, the first thing you got to do is create a morning routine. What does the morning routine do? The morning routine sets the tone for the day. So if you want to have an easy flowing day, even if you got a lot going on, if you have this routine where you center yourself, where you ground yourself, where you start to cultivate energy instead of just expending it all day, now you'll start to create a sense of ease, right? You want to move slowly, do some Tai Chi possibly. You could do meditation, breath work, drink some water, have some tea. Coffee might take you out of ease, so you want to be careful with what you're doing. You want to be mindful of, is this creating more ease or is this not creating more ease, and be honest about it. Remember, consistency compounds. So if you make a sacred 1 hour morning routine where you get grateful, where you start to do things that make you happy, you take care of your body, you take your probiotics, you take your periodic supplements, you take everything you need to take so your body can be supported, that's going to compound, right? It's like the magic penny that doubles, right? It's 1 cent, then it's 2 cents, then it's 4, then it's 8, and it's like, where's the growth? Where's the growth? I'm doing this every day. And then all of a sudden, around day 25, day 26, day 27, that penny keeps doubling, and now it's worth $10 million by 30 days, right? So if you commit to 30 days of morning routine, just doubling that penny, boom, you're gonna see a huge return after 30 days, but you gotta stay consistent. And you gotta make sure the routine is something you enjoy, right? It's gotta make you feel at ease, right? There's also the fact that you need to trust when you're committing to something with consistency. You have to trust the process. This is critical. Trust yourself, too. You must trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, then you're just going to be living in dis-ease. You're going to be living in stress, anxiety, right? If you look at the chart of consciousness right here, we don't want to be at the bottom. We want to be at the top. We want to be in joy, peace, ease, instant manifestation. Down here, there's a lot of force. If you ever read the book Power vs. Force by David Hawkins, he explains a lot how force doesn't work. Power, cultivating your chi, using the internal game, right? Working on ourselves, our own inner world, is really how we create what we want in the outer world. Next, the 4 doctors. We must keep our 4 doctors in balance. This creates ease. So each doctor represents a spoke on the wheel, right? So we have Dr. Happy, Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet, and Dr. Movement. Each of these 4 doctors is responsible for an area of our life that's going to create more ease, health, vitality. It's going to charge our battery up. But if one of those spokes is out of balance, let's say we don't know our dream, or just doing everything every day that isn't fulfilling us, we live in flatland, our Dr. Happy spoke on the wheel, it's going to be a little out of balance, and the ride's going to be kind of bumpy. There's going to be no flow to your day, no ease. You ever been in, seen a wagon where one of the wheels is a little off, right? It's a little shaky ride. You don't want that. You do not want that. So you got to make sure your doctors are in balance. Dr. Diet, are you eating effectively? Dr. Quiet, are you getting 8 hours of sleep? Are you resting effectively? Dr. Movement, are you over-exercising or under-exercising? Right? I work in a gym. A lot of people are there for 2 hours and their cortisol jacks up. And when your cortisol is high, it signals to your body to hold on to body fat, because because it's protecting you. Because when your cortisol's high, it's like we're in danger, we're under a lot of stress right now. We need to protect the body, and we need to get rid of the muscle so we can run from what we're running from. And then guess what happens? You don't achieve your goal because you're not in balance. I see it happen all day. All right? So we want to make sure the 4 doctors are in balance, get our wheel flowing nicely, get in flow. Next, we have the Alexander technique. So this is a cool technique. The Alexander technique goes like this. So you're going to touch your thumb to one of your fingers. You can do this sitting down, preferably, or laying down, and you ask yourself this question: where do I feel a little bit of ease right now? And you touch the next finger. Where do I feel just a little bit of ease in my body? And you go to that spot. Like, let's say your shoulder hurts, or your hips hurt, or your knees hurt, or your back hurts. Don't focus on the spot that hurts. Find a spot in your body where there's ease, no pain. And just go there and watch that sense of ease start to expand throughout the whole body. You'll feel lighter, you'll feel more expansive. Where do I feel just a little bit of ease in my body? And that's the Alexander technique. And you just go to every finger, back and forth, just counting. Where do I feel just a little bit of ease in my body? Next, we got Regenuate. So I'm an affiliate for the company called Regenuate. This is a great device created by my good friend Dr. Olga. She created this using millimeter wave technology. There's 8 different settings. So the 8 settings all do different things. The setting that I like most for creating more ease in your day is setting 4. So setting 4 right here, this setting activates the pleasure centers in your brain. So it calms you down. It's called stress relief, right? So it emits a certain frequency that your brain emits brain waves. So like a tuning fork, if you put something at a certain frequency next to your cells, it will harmonize to that frequency. So this device uses a certain frequency that is emitted towards your brain. And when it's emitted into your brain, now the frequency is now emanating at a less stressful level, right? It's activating the pleasure centers. So like the dopamine, the serotonin, all these hormones now get to flow because your brains are activating at a certain wavelength, right? Anxiety is different wavelength, high beta, more calm, alpha brain waves, right? You can look up more research on brain waves and how it helps you create your reality by diving into Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. He has great meditations, and he has a great series on Gaia. He also has great workshops and courses that you can take to learn how to take control of your life, to learn how to be the best version of yourself. And he's all about being and feeling, which is really at the core of any transformation. All right, remember, all stress summates, right? When we're creating more ease in our day, remember, we're creating it, so it's going to take some energy. We need to make sure we have energy on board, but we can't be burning ourselves out. So we need to take inventory of our life, which is helpful. You can use the check assessment that I do, or just start to write down what are things that are creating a lot of stress in my life right now. And one by one, just start taking away those things and adding in things that bring you joy, happiness, peace, and ease to your day. So the biggest thing that's going to help you create more ease in your day is to trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you're not constantly at ends with yourself. You're not in an inner conflict. When there's no inner conflict, our life's in flow. When there's inner conflict, there's this constant resistance to anything we do. So we need to make sure that we're completely aligned, one with our health, with our relationships, finances, our things, our emotions, right? We need to make sure they're all aligned so that we have more ease to our day. And this all begins at the inner level. It's not we'll trust ourselves when we get that. It's we trust ourselves, then we'll get that, right? And remember, I offer free 30-minute Dream Life Coach Vision sessions. So we're gonna go through a simple 6-step process to help you identify your dream, why you want it, what your current goals are for the next 3 to 6 months, 2 action items you're gonna do this week, the roadblocks preventing you from your goals, and then we'll write your affirmations to help put it firmly into your psyche that this is who you are now, because all change is changing who you believe you are, right? You can't change unless you change your self-image, and your self-image is the most powerful force in the human psyche. We are always going to stay consistent with the way we define ourselves. So this process that I do with people helps them define who they are, what they want, where they're going. And when you have clarity, you have power. So become powerful, sign up for a free session, use the information in this video, create the morning routine, consistency compounds, stay in alignment with your 4 doctors, utilize the Alexander technique if you feel the stress starting to summate a little too much, and then look into purchasing one of these Regenuate devices. We can set up another call if you want to learn a little bit more. They're very helpful. Millimeter wave technology is on the cutting edge of regenerative medicine. So this is something that I've had a lot of success with. I use with my clients, and it's just a helpful tool to have on deck. So create more ease in your day. Live at ease, right? Who is the person you want to be that's living at ease? How are they going about their day? Are they waking up in a rush? Of course not. So how do you need to be in order to act in the way that you want to be, right? So that's my video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed making it. And create some more ease. Create some more ease for yourself, because when you create more ease for yourself, you're now putting more ease out into the world. You're showing people an example of how to live in a way that is sustainable, in a way that helps other people. And that's what it's really about, making the world a better place for everyone. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.